Hey guys, John here. I've had my 2023 Toyota Sequoia TRD Pro for over a month and a half now, and I have a list. 5 things that I dislike about this $80,000 overpriced Sequoia. Starting out with the first thing, guys, the elephant in the room, these big, ugly elephant ears. What the heck am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about these moose antler tow mirrors on the Sequoia. I do not see why Toyota puts these obnoxious tow mirrors on their flagship SUV. Chevy, GMC, Ford, the Wagoneer, they don't put big obnoxious tow mirrors on their family vehicles. I get what Toyota's trying to say. They're saying, hey, our big dog SUV, it can tow close to 10,000 pounds. We're gonna put tow mirrors on them. No, these mirrors are absolutely horrible on the Sequoia. They don't look the part at all. They just look so bad. I mean, the Sequoia is such a great looking vehicle from the front to the back, the side profile. I really do enjoy the Sequoia, but these mirrors, they suck. These mirrors are absolutely horrible. I'm a Toyota fanboy, you guys know. These mirrors suck. I do like them on my Tundra, but on the Sequoia, I just can't stand them. Some things that aren't good with it is as you're driving, there's a blind spot right here. Like if you're trying to sit here and look out this way and you have oncoming traffic, there's quite a bit of a blind spot on these mirrors. So the convex mirrors down here at the bottom, their only purpose is for like the next lane over, because these top mirrors right here, they're so tall, they can really only get the next lane next to you and like a car if it's right here. So thank God that these things have blind spot monitoring in them, or else it just wouldn't be drivable with these horrible mirrors. But I don't know why Toyota puts them on their SUV. It does not make sense. You may be saying, well then John, just put normal mirrors on. Well, I plan to, but here's the thing. Toyota did not make it simple to just buy normal mirrors, unplug it, plug it back in. Apparently, and I mean, I still have to prove this, but in the Facebook page and the forums and stuff, it's a whole nother harness. Like it's a whole nother harness for this. People splicing up wires, just trying to make mirrors work. I don't understand why they put these tow mirrors on the Sequoias. Everywhere in my SET region, Southeast Toyota, where I'm at, dealerships, they're ordering vehicles like this, and it's the only way that the Sequoia can come for a lot of dealerships. It's so obnoxious. My rant's over. That's the first thing I hate, and that's like the major thing I hate is these tow mirrors. Number 2, coming to the back of the Sequoia, we're gonna talk about the cargo space. Now, the cargo space for me, honestly, me and my wife, it doesn't bother us. To be completely honest with you guys, I actually enjoy the shelf. When we go on Sam's Club trips, we divide up all of our stuff. We're able to make this a nice flat load space. It's honestly pretty convenient back here, but I hear the cry from people that have kids, they have car seats, the dogs and stuff in the back. Like, I get it. So I don't like how, one, there's no option from Toyota to like get a seat delete back here, or 2, that these seats can't fold completely flat. Now the reason for this is this vehicle is only a hybrid, which if they offered like a normal I-Force and a non-I-Force, that would rectify this right here, right? But they only offer these in the hybrid, and the battery bank sits up under here, so these seats can't fold completely flat. The shelf system is cool. I do enjoy it, but I'm just adding this for those that do always complain about it. There's no argument. It potentially could have been executed in a better way. And then I'm also including it because they're not flat, so we don't put our dogs back here just because it's like an elevation and I don't want them all sitting on the shelf. But a bonus with this whole rear cargo area is the window. The window does not roll down anymore on the Sequoia. It is a little pop button right here to just open up the back glass, just like any normal SUV, which typically isn't an issue. But the first gen Sequoia and the second gen Sequoia, they had a rear window that rolled down. Dog owners loved it. The dogs themselves loved it. And that is why we just always carry our dogs in the 4Runner. The dogs have never been in this Sequoia, and it's not because I don't want them in it. It's just the back cargo area, for me personally, not really dog friendly. And I don't understand why Toyota got rid of a signature thing for their I'm not gonna do it right there. But why they got rid of the roll down window in the back of the Sequoia. They kept it in the Tundra. Hopefully they keep it in the 4Runner. If not, we riot. Guys, coming on into the inside, it's cheap. It's kind of cheap inside, I'm not gonna lie. $80,000 like all in for this TRD Pro Sequoia, and it feels rather cheap, and I will admit that. So what the heck am I talking about? Oh, John, you got a ruggedized TRD Pro version. Yeah, cool, I know I did. But at the end of the day, it's still $80,000, and there's a lot of cheap materials, just tons of plastic everywhere. For reference, I just bought a Platinum Tundra that was $20,000 almost cheaper than this Sequoia. Feels way more premium on the inside, than this Sequoia. So what I'm talking about is just, yes, it has soft touch materials here, but they're just kind of hard, like vinyl, because it is the soft text material, but just tons of plastic, like literally plastic everywhere, plastic all up on the dash, plastic up here. There is a soft touch kind of right here. And then too with the seats are decently comfortable with the soft touch, but right here, my seat actually like rattles. Take a listen. So that is almost like the glue or something like that is missing. So when I'm sitting in it, sometimes it'll really start making noises. Other times the material, it's just there, but tons of just plastic just everywhere in the Sequoia. I mean, it doesn't even have a bar down here that connects it like my 4Runner and my Tacoma do. And I don't know, it's just, for the price that these vehicles are getting, and it's every single manufacturer, right? Like the fact that vehicles are in the 80s, hundreds of thousands of dollars, they just don't feel premium for the price. But aside from that, no door squeaks, no center console squeaks. The Sequoia is pretty solid, but it's just, it feels cheap inside. The JBL sound system isn't really the best in the Sequoia either. So those are some interior issues that I have, definitely for the price range of this Sequoia. All right, guys, the fourth thing, gas mileage. Now, all these Sequoias are hybrid. Don't think that hybrid means like Prius. Hybrid literally means two things working together, gas and electricity. For this hybrid powertrain, they call it the iForce Max, but I'm only getting 18.8 miles per gallon. Now, Toyota advertises 19 in the city, 22 on the highway, 20 combined. Our driving of this legit is, I want to say probably 75% highway, and then the other 25% city. And then I know that when the EPA does these tests, they're at like 55, 65 miles an hour. Ideal conditions, well, where I live, it's not a crazy highway. We're usually going 55 to 65, maybe sometimes 75 miles an hour, but this Sequoia is a pig. It is a pig on gas. The iForce Max motor, it freaking scoots, but it is a pig on gas. So hopefully we can get this thing into the 19s or into the 20s as it breaks in. Got like 2,200 miles on it, so it should be broken in, but the MPGs are not the best. And I am seeing people on Facebook putting bigger tires on it, towing with it, and it just plummets. It is so bad. The MPGs on these new iForce motors, they might as well just be the V8s, right? Because they just aren't the best. They're not the best. And the last item before the bonus, guys, is lack of storage. What? John, what the heck do you mean by lack of storage? It's a big SUV. So I was recently in the Grand Highlander, and I actually did a comparison video of the Sequoia and the Grand Highlander. And one big, huge thing that I noticed is the Sequoia has a lack of storage everywhere compared to that Grand Highlander. So yes, the door cards are nice. We have some storage up here, some storage down here. These cup holders, yeah, they're cool, but when you close it close to the seat, it is very hard to access cups that you have in here. Coming on into the center console of the Sequoia, this layout for the cup holder is absolute garbage, because if you are trying to put your phone here, you know, maybe you had to pick it up at a red light or whatever, but anyways, if you have a phone in the wireless charger and you have a cup right here, as you guys can see in this video, you got to like go around the shifter and do that. This layout of the cup holders here is horrible. It should be this way, just like it was on my SR5, and then you'll have plenty of storage right here. The center console, while it's nice, you do have storage right here, which is cool. This goes back, which is awesome. This comes up to reveal a huge storage area, but Toyota doesn't provide you with this. I had to buy this separately. And then you just have a big, awesome cavernous console, which is cool. So there's a lot of storage right there, but I did have to provide myself with a shelf because, first world problems, there's no shelf over here. Passengers need shelves. I mean, if you're road tripping with a vehicle, you have plenty of crap. You want a shelf right there. My SR5 Tundra had a shelf. It would just be nice in a family hauler. You don't know what you're gonna have. Maybe it's a bag of sunflower seeds or a notebook or something like that. You want to have as much storage as possible. The Highlander, Grand Highlander, RAV4, like they all have shelves right here. I don't know why Toyota with their upper trims on this vehicle, they take away the shelf there. It makes absolutely no sense. It continues in the back seat too. The Grand Highlander, it had a bunch of storage here. storage here, where this one does have, and then we do have some cup holder stuff, but then when you get into the back seats, there's no cup holders right here. Now the Grand Highlander, it has cup holders right here that will actually be removable, so they won't stay there, but this Sequoia, we got nothing except for carpet. We just have 2 cup holders right here, and that is literally the storage for the center seats. They only have a little bit here in the door, and then cup holders. And yeah, I mean, you have your traditional seat pocket right there, but that's about it. So, but then coming into the back seat, this is ironically where most of the storage is for the Sequoia. We have a big, nice shelf there, a shelf down there, and 2 cup holders on each side. So back seat gets a decent amount of storage, but not the actual seats where people sit in almost all the time. So guys, for those that have stuck around to the end, here is the bonus. This thing does not feel overly special for it being a TRD Pro. Us Toyota enthusiasts know that a heritage grille right here means TRD Pro, although people are already swapping them out. We also know here for the Sequoia that it only says TRD Pro up top. We have the TRD Pro wheels, but again, people are starting to put those on non-pros. And we also have the technical camo too, which I like that Toyota only put that there on the wheel wells and on the seats, unlike the Tundra where it's almost everywhere. But a big thing, aside from the software on the inside, which I'll show you, is in the rear back here, it just says Sequoia. So I feel like if you're buying a TRD Pro and you're, wanting to be obnoxious, like with the solar octane, people were like, oh yeah, that's a special vehicle. But for those of us that like got a white one or a black or a mag gray or something like that, Jeff Westcott did a great job. And he molded TRD Pro into the back hatch. And I thought that that was really cool. I also personally don't like the Sequoia placement here. It should have been up here. But going on into the inside, this is where I just really don't feel special. So yeah, you have it on the floor mats. First world problems, right? Whatever. We have them on the floor mats. You have TRD Pro here on the seat. But the software, let me show you this. So even little details like this, when you do the 360 camera view, the Sequoia, it's not a TRD Pro, and it also has a normal moonroof. Same too, when you put it into reverse, it has a normal moonroof right there, not a panoramic. But when you go into this with the trailer there for the Sequoia, no trailer selected, it's showing a panoramic moonroof, but again, no TRD Pro. Plus too, when you're messing around with these with the multi-train select and the crawl control, if you move the crawl control button, your Sequoia, it's not even a TRD Pro, and the crawl control function is, I get it, it's part of a TRD off-road, but again, we have a TRD Pro Sequoia. They could have at least done software to make it a TRD Pro. So, I mean, whatever. It shows a Sequoia, cool graphic. The Bronco Raptor says Bronco Raptor, a normal Raptor says Raptor. So, I mean, it's just, those little details go super far, especially if you feel like you are buying at a premium. A lot of people are paying over MSRP, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 over MSRP for these Sequoias, and then like it's just lipstick, right? It's just lipstick. So these are the dislikes that I have, guys, of my Sequoia TRD Pro. Don't get it twisted. I really do enjoy this vehicle. I really like it a lot, but there are just some things that I would like to critique to hopefully make it better, hopefully make it more special, right, for the future. So guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. All right, see you later.